If you are an editor, you've definitely heard of scene packs before. Well, I make them for the How to Train Your Dragon editors because I too struggled to find scene packs, especially of very niche characters or just characters that are only from the show. So today I wanted to give you all a little look in how I make my scene packs and give a bit of a tutorial so you can also make your own if you want. I'm not forcing you, you can still use mine, but this might also show you why some of them take very long for me to make. So let's get started. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Sierra, I'm an editor and a How to Train Your Dragon enthusiast, and welcome to my channel. The first step is actually to pick a character that you want to make a scene pack of, and today I picked a dragon called the Sea Shocker, which is mainly shown in the series Race to the Edge. I chose this dragon because it has been on my list for a while now to make a scene pack of, and because they aren't in a lot of episodes, so it's also a bit easier to work with. Now that you've chosen a character, go to their wiki fan page. They often include an appearance list, in where they list in which episodes and in which movie they have an appearance, which I find very helpful because I don't have to search through all the episodes to see in which they actually appear, which saves a lot of time. But please do remember that they don't always include all of the appearances. For example, when I was making my Armor Wing scene pack, they didn't include the Meow Wing episode, which I was like, hello, the Armor Wing is such a big plot in that specific episode, why isn't it on the list? So sometimes you just have to use your elite ball knowledge. Now that you got their appearance list, it's time to import the movies and the episodes into your CapCut project. I personally use the CapCut version for your computer, and you don't need the Pro subscription to make these, so that's also very nice. If you're wondering where I got my movies and episodes from, one of my lovely mutuals called Esther actually uploads them. I will put a link to their Instagram accounts in the comments. The next step can be kind of boring in my opinion, but you basically import the episodes and the movies one by one just to go through all the footage and see in which parts your character appears. And I always start out with just very rough cutting through the footage, and then I can remove any imperfections later. I'm saving you the time and boredom here by just speeding the footage up, because this took me quite a while. Also, an important note, I try to make my scene packs not very long. This is basically just because otherwise I probably get copyright striked by YouTube, which I do try to avoid. It doesn't always work, unfortunately. So if you're gonna make them just for yourself, then you can just make them as long as you want, basically. Once I'm done cutting all the clips, I also just watch through the entire thing to see if everything looks okay, if there are any little clips that I can still cut out, things like that. And if you're happy with how the scene pack turned out, all there's left to do is make a little introduction page. I just find them very helpful to sort out my scene packs and to actually see at first glance which particular scene pack this is. And of course, I have to add my outro. And now it is time to export. And these are the particular settings that I use. And that's about it. That's all it takes. And please remember that the amount of time that making these take really depends on the amount of screen time they have, and also how much those screen time is divided over different episodes or different movies. I hope this video helped you out, and if you do make your own scene pack, I would love to see it. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date to what I'm doing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!